Good morning, Rocky. I hope you're super excited to play and get exercise and have a great time. I just wanted to explain to you about my NFT project, JonProsper. So I'm not sure if you know what NFTs are, but pretty much they're digital assets you buy on the computer, on the blockchain. It's a whole different type of internet, Web 3.0, opposed to Web 2.0, which is like social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Web 3.0 is all based around the blockchain, which means that you can transact things and it's all publicly available. The digital ledger makes everything obvious, 100% transparent, so you can see exactly who owns what, who transacts what to where, how much everything costs. Everything like that is all publicly open, which is why I think this is going to be huge for the future, because everybody's always trying to hide behind the computers. They're always trying to flex on things, show off their watches, their $100,000 Rolexes. So what I'm doing with my NFT project, JonProsper, is I'm taking my Web 2.0 education on wealth education, and I'm bringing it onto the blockchain, Web 3.0, and I'm utilizing the NFTs to deliver my books to people. So instead of going on Amazon or going on my website and buying the book for $13, you're going to be able to go on the blockchain on OpenSea.io and search JonProsper, and you're going to be able to buy. Right now, I have the floor price at $10. It's like 0.003 Polygon WETH, WETH. It's on Polygon because I didn't want any gas fees on there, and I'm going to be sending a lot of these out to people. I have these tokens called friend tokens. So what I'm doing is partnering with my buddies, my friends, and they're involved with their own stuff going on in their own life, their own industries. They have their own skill sets. So what I'm doing is, I'm getting off track here. I'm skewing a little bit. But let me get back to my original thought. You're going to go on OpenSea. You're going to be able to buy a single NFT for $10. And what that does, it gives you access to my entire collection of books from now into perpetuity, into the future. Right now, only one book is released, Part 1, Self-Development. The whole book series is Everything to Learn Before Investing in Stocks. I might change the title. I might change it to Everything to Learn Before Investing, or Everything to Learn Before Investing in Assets, because people need to learn this stuff. And it's not only just about investing in assets. This whole series of books teaches you everything about self-development, self-help, soft skills. That's what the first book is about. Patience, time management, failure, greed, because you got to get your mentality straight before you can do anything else in your life. Because if you don't have the correct mentality, how are you going to do anything else? It just doesn't make any sense. So that's what the first book is about. It's not even Part 1, it's Part 0, because Part 0 is like basic. It's the foundation. You can't build a skyscraper on a bad foundation. You got to create structure. You got to put cement on the ground. You got to solidify it. You got to make it strong. So that's what the first book is about. Part 0, self-development. Second book, which comes out in a couple of months, it is currently, it's about 12 o'clock on April 12th, I believe, 2022. Once I finish minting this NFT project, it's going to take about another 80 hours. So once I finish that, then I'm going to start writing the book. So Part 1 should come out probably maybe end of May if I'm lucky, maybe July 1st, maybe July 4th we'll drop it. But that book, Part 1, Financial Literacy or Financial Intelligence, all about everything financially related. And keep in mind, everything I'm explaining in these books are super simple, very basic. Anybody across the entire world can understand what I'm writing in these books. That's the whole point of this. I'm taking mass amounts of information, hundreds, thousands of hours of research, audiobooks, podcasts, reading my own books, living it for my own self in my own life over the past 5 years. I'm currently 22 right now. I've been all about money since, as far as I can remember. I was 3 years old counting my paychecks, counting those dollar bills, shoveling snow, picking up pennies on the ground. I've been doing this since day one. So the second book is going to teach you all about money, financial literacy, balance sheets, income statement, taxes, the key to investing, strategies. It's going to cover strategies a little bit, because the third book is all about investing and assets and real estate and all that good stuff. And also keep in mind, you're going to learn about Roth IRAs and 401ks and the advantages and disadvantages, pros and cons, and how to do things for yourself, because you don't want to rely on a financial advisor to be doing this stuff for you. You need to learn, which is why I'm writing these books, so people can learn. They can take this basic information, like I was saying, hundreds of thousands of hours of research, all combined into this 100-page book. Each page only has like a paragraph on it, maybe 2 paragraphs at most. It takes me 45 minutes to read this book, 45 minutes to read 1,000 hours of research. Like, you tell me what's the winning thing going on right now. But anyway, back to the NFT project. I set it up so, of course, all 3,000 tokens, for every token you buy, you're going to get all of these books for free. So you buy the token for $10. Right now the floor price is $10, 10 US dollars. So you're pretty much paying $10 for 3 books. That is the greatest deal ever. 3 books that took me tens of thousands of hours of research to do. Keep in mind, this NFT project is just a different foundation to the company. I'm still writing the books anyway. I'm still making the content. I'm still making the TV shows. I'm still educating people on this stuff because it is very important. I believe I am the one who needs to be teaching people this stuff because no one else is doing it. No one else has these types of books and this type of information, especially nobody my age. People my age, people 20 years older than me are dumbfounded about the fact that I'm 22 years old, just turned 22. But I've been doing this since 18, but they're dumbfounded about how crazy I'm already like into this thing. They're blown away by I'm so young because I've learned this so early on by doing my own research. I've been doing research since the very beginning. I've lived this. I understand what's going on. I understand how people learn. I understand how to deliver them this information. And keep in mind, people don't even want to read books, which is the whole reason I'm creating this NFT project. People like to watch TV shows. They like to listen to music. They like doing other things. Nobody's going to sit down and read a book for 45 minutes, even though it gives them hundreds of thousands of hours of information in that 45-minute book. They just don't care about that. So what I'm doing with this NFT project, JonProsper, is I am taking the information in the book and I'm making it visual. I'm creating a visual identity to represent these characteristics and this information. For example, I talk about in the book, it is not good to lie. You cannot be lying to people. You can't be trying to boost yourself up by delivering lies to the community. It just ruins your reputation. Reputation is also in the book. But getting back to lying, I created the character Never Lied Lion. Or I think it's Never Lied Lion. Lions and tigers are one of my favorite animals. I do have 7 cats. I love tigers. I love lions. And I believe in lions so very much that I represented it by a lion. I'm getting mixed up here. Lion, the animal, and lying, like the verbal communication. I also have like a sucker punch to the face to represent the tough times in the economy and life sucks and failure, and greedy guy because you don't want to be greedy in life. That's just the most I don't be greedy at all. If you're listening to this, do not be greedy. I've lived it. I've done it myself. I've gone over the edge. I became greedy. Luckily, I am able to balance it out so I don't lose all my money. I don't lose my shirt. I just lose a couple of dollars. But the times where I have been greedy and I wanted to get more, I lost everything. I lost everything, Rocky. So we're done doing that. We're done day trading because I get too greedy. I've learned my lessons. It's in the book. We got greedy guy. We got sucker punch to the face. We got decision-making Dove Donna because you got to make decisions. You got to be decisive. But anyway, we're getting off track here. All of these books all come together to visually explain everything you will need to know about everything to be successful in life. And successful is a crazy word because everybody has their own type of definition of success. Personally, I think we're successful just by the fact that we're on this earth breathing right now. The fact that I have a bottle of water 10 feet away from me, that is the craziest thing ever. We are successful. If you're listening to this video right now or watching it or listening to this podcast, I 100% think that you are successful, which is why I'm building the company JonProsper, which if you translate it directly into French, literally means successful people. I just chopped off the Jin, spelled G-E-N, and made it John because it's pretty much pronounced the exact same way. And I took the last 3 letters of Prosper's and created Prosper. JonProsper. That's where the name comes from. The whole foundation the whole bedrock of this company is to teach people how to be quote unquote successful, how to teach them to be free, financially literate, how to empower them so they can do whatever they want, so they can hang out all day and play with their ball and run around the backyard in the sun. They don't need to go to work unless they want to. That's the whole thing. I want to do this project. I don't want to go to work. I want to work on this project. I want to teach people financial literacy. I want to empower people. I want to teach people self-development. I want people to invest in assets. I want people to buy stocks. I want people to buy NFTs, because everybody's always talking about, oh, it's always the quote unquote rich white man buying stocks and buying real estate. No, the only reason it's like that is because they're the ones who are educated about it. They have the sources. They're going out of their way. Their parents, their generation, they're teaching them how to do all of this stuff. But now with the internet, anybody across the world, or at least soon in a couple of years, Elon Musk is building Wi-Fi across Africa and all these foreign countries. Eventually, they're going to need to learn how to do this stuff too, which is going to empower everybody else, because once their wealth and their money goes into these assets, it's just going to explode for everybody. But then this also goes back to being greedy. You can't be greedy, because even though we know all this is going to happen, there's also huge markets that when they increase a lot, people sell out. All the big dogs, they sell out of it. They take their profits, while all the greedy people stay into it, lose all of their money. But anyway, getting off task here, I need to teach people all of this stuff, which is why I wrote the books. The books pretty much represent a quote-unquote textbook to everything that I'm going to be doing across my entire career here. Keep in mind, I am only 22, and we have a long ways to go before I can actually start building huge companies here. But it doesn't even matter about the money. I don't even care. The fact that I could just sit at home and build this stuff for people and educate people and make these videos so people can learn, and I can empower people so they can be better in their own life, that's what I want to do. That's the whole point of this project. I need to explain to people how they can be a better version of themselves, and I think I'm the correct person to be doing that. I've done the research. I've lived the life. I've been through the ups and downs. I understand how the brain works, anthropology, psychology, physics, chemistry, math. I know all of this stuff, not all of it, but I have done enough research to be dangerous with it. Health too. People don't understand how to take care of their bodies, whether it's working out or eating nutrition foods or fasting or getting sleep or drinking water. Like literally, water is the most basic thing that we need in life. An order of priorities. This is another character on my NFT project. Hold on one second. Let me skew over to that real quick. The NFT project, JonProsper, has, I believe, 5 different quote-unquote characters in it. So we have the actual characters that are the people, the humans, like Cynical Chris or Never Give Up Nancy, right? We got those guys, Mr. Incredible. Those are the characters. Then we have animals. So the Patient Panda Bear, Never Lied Lion, Decision-Making Dove Donna, Certainty Squirrel. You know, those are the animals. Then we have action moves, the verbs. I kind of thought about this based on the old cartoons like SpongeBob or Batman, Spider-Man. They have action movements. So we have Sucker Punch to the face. I'm actually drawing a blank right now. I'm not sure what the other ones are. But I think there's like 10 of them. And then we also have Angels, which is like Scary Time Skull. And then we have random objects, which is what I'm talking about with the priorities list. The object is the priorities list or the balance sheet. I don't think balance sheet is on this one. Balance sheet is on the next version 2 of the project, which is going to be linked to the part 2 book or the part 1 book about financial literacy. But anyways, in order of priorities that people should know about is first you need air. If you don't have oxygen, you're not going to last more than a minute, maybe. If you don't have any air at all, you're not going to even survive. You're going to die instantly. You won't even be born. So first you need air. Then you need water. We can last, I think it's like something like 10 days or 2 weeks without water, without a single drop of water. If you don't have water, you're going to die. Straight. So you might as well drink water now. They say 8 ounces or 8 bottles of water per day. It all just depends on your body, what you do, how active you are. And then after that, you need sleep. If you don't have sleep, I think the record for the person who went the longest amount of time without sleep, without dying, is something like 39 days or 40 days. After that point, you die. You literally die without getting sleep. So you need all that stuff. People need to get their priorities in check. And since I've done the research, I've done the hours of research, the books I've read, I've listened to the podcasts, I've watched these people, these huge industry leading scientific researchers. I follow them on Twitter, on Instagram. I listen to their content. I read their books. I watch videos on people who train these all-star athletes, athletic trainers, physical therapists. I learn from what they do. I apply it to my own life. I take my education and my own experience and apply it in these books so people can learn it, because people need to learn this stuff. Like, getting back to what I'm saying, people need to learn. I'm the person who's going to teach them. I've done the research. I understand how humans work, the anthropology, the psychology of humans. So that's the whole reason for this NFT project, JonProsper, is so I can teach people all this stuff. And I'm using JonProsper, the NFT project, as essentially a funding mechanism to bring all of this to people. Once I get the funding, I can quit my job, my quote-unquote job, and I can fully work on this full-time. I can write the books, I can create the comics, I can build the brand partnerships, I can create the cards, the games, video games, merch, clothing, a whole lot of other stuff that I have planned that's going to take time, which is why you need to understand time management, which is why you need to read my book, because people don't understand patience and time management and how it's the most important thing ever. Because if you don't understand patience and the fact that you're going to be here until 150 years old, if you follow proper health care, if you're going to live to 150 years old, what is the rush to build all of this stuff by the end of the week? It takes time. People don't understand. It takes 150 hours to write a book. I tracked my time. And I think the next book I could write in probably 100 hours, because I've done it before. And throughout all the trial and error, the failure, I now know what to do properly and how to bang it out a lot quicker. And it's already partly done anyway, so I just got to do the final touches. But this NFT minting is taking me forever to do. But the quicker I get this out there, the quicker people buy these NFTs, the quicker I am able to do what I need to do, the easier it's going to be on everybody. The quicker everybody's going to get empowered, the quicker people will read these books, the quicker people will watch the TV shows, the quicker people are going to listen to the music, and it's going to plant the seeds in their mind. You can bring a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink it. I need to bring as much attention. I need to get people's attention on this project, on these characters, on these mascots, so they can learn for themselves. I just need to get it in front of their eyes. Whichever way I can do that, and that, of course, is through the merch, through the TV shows, through the music. Hip-hop music is very popular. And my design company works with a rapper, DC Millions. That's DC, like the letter D, Millions, with a Z. So I need to get my project in front of other people, their ears and their eyes and their feelings, all the five senses. I need to start building out the companies to start doing that, which is why it's also great that my design studio works with a rapper. And I do a lot of stuff. If you didn't know, check out my social media pages at Jon Lacey. It's all the same. I work with multiple people in different industries, whether that's the arts, the acting, hip-hop music, rapping, production, publishing, design, graphic design. I'm a design major myself, which is why, getting back to my Lacey's design company, I work with a rapper, DC Millions. We work together. I create his album covers, I shoot the music videos, I do his photo shoots, websites, all that stuff. I do that. Lacey's Design does that, but I'm the lead designer. And what we're gonna do is create rap music, or not even rap music, because he's expanding his music. So we're gonna, me, Hyro, our producer, we're creating the music to put into people's ears. And I saw Gary Vee is doing that with his stuff. Today is, as I mentioned, April 12th, I believe. And he came out with a couple of rap songs, or little like hip-hop, childish pop songs a couple of days ago, which is pretty funny because we're on the exact same fucking wavelength. And let me put this on the record right now. I created this whole project years before I even knew who Gary Vee was. I wrote the books months before I saw who Gary Vee was. Of course, he runs a marketing empire, so I have seen his little 7-second clips about patience or all of his self-development stuff, soft skills. I have seen those. That's how I knew the name Gary Vee. But I created the idea. I wrote the books all before I even saw who this guy was. On the record, I am not stealing his idea. We were literally just on the same wavelength. We know what it takes to do this. We're both operators. We create this stuff. This is what we do for fun. We both like doodling. I'm a designer. I literally have my degree, my BFA in graphic design, in visual communication design. We're doing this. It's already happening. It's already been in the making, which gets me very excited. I have to start. I should probably stop this podcast. I kind of got some stuff to do, but let me just go on a little bit more of a rant. Getting back to the whole NFT project, you're gonna get every single token gets the books for free. The current books I have out now, plus all the books I write in the future. At least a part of that, the whole series, Everything to Learn series. If you're a holder of even one token, you get all of the books for free just by buying the token. And as I said before, the one token, the floor price is $10. So you're paying $10 for, let's just say, $200. And then the Joe Totes, the Jack of all trades, which is going to be one of those, like a little gift back to the community. There's like 140 of those or something like that. Jack of all trades. You can get anything from anything. I believe those are $5,000. Keep in mind, I might change all of these prices because I was talking with Gary Vee and he was talking about his community and how he has millions of followers and I don't have millions of followers, which supply and demand, there's no reason for me to be charging these absurd prices. However, I want to give back to the community. I am very good. I'm great with my money. So even with $20,000, I could throw, huge parties. I could shoot movies already in the making. I got movies in the making. A little bit of alpha for you guys. Comes out in 2024. But yeah, so everything is all related to these books, self-development. And by buying these tokens, you get access to everything, nearly everything. So like I was saying, every single utility, all 3,000 of them, or technically there's 3,131. Each single one of those gives you access to $200 worth of books. And of course, only one is out right now. One comes out in a couple of months. The other one comes out next year. And the other one comes out the year after that, 2024, 2025. So pretty much everything under the fourth tier is a steal, or the third tier. It's all a steal. If you're paying $10 for $200 worth of books, that's a steal right off the dome. So it obviously makes sense for you to buy these tokens. Plus you get all the other utility of, I'm not going to spoil anything, but parties. We'll just say that, parties. I love throwing parties. I love being the host of parties. If you know me in real life, I throw great parties, huge parties, big, beautiful parties. Everyone will love them. And of course, with the different tiers, as you move up in rank, you're going to get different utilities. So for example, we're just going to stick on the DC Millions here. I created a friend token for him called Dream Chasing Millions. That's the name of it, Dream Chasing Millions. As of this moment right now, it is minted on the blockchain. You can go buy it if you wanted. Actually, no, that's false because OpenSea messed up everything. And I need to relist everything because for some reason, if you're working at OpenSea and you listen to this, change it to where there is an unlimited amount of time to sell something. Why are you going to sell it for a limit of 7 days? I've been working on this for months now, and I just look back, and everything I created in the very beginning is off the market. You can't even buy it because there was a limit for some reason on the offerings. So now I need to go back and change everything. The past 800 tokens, I need to change the limit to a year. Even though I think this project is going to sell out. Once people start watching these videos, it's probably going to sell out pretty quick. Maybe a month, maybe 2 months. So I don't expect it to happen instantaneous unless somebody big like Gary Vee sees this and he's going to tweet it and buy it and everybody's going to go crazy about it because it literally is the greatest NFT project to ever exist in my opinion. I'm literally out here building fucking Walt Disney. I'm so excited. I'm building Mickey Mouse right now. Right, Rocky? He's not even paying attention. There he is. If you're watching the video, there's Rocky right there. There's that big boy. So But getting back to dream chasing millions, the silver, gold, and diamond holders of those tokens. Now, keep in mind, I might change these prices. I'm not 100% stuck on them. But if you have the silver, gold, and diamond, so you're paying $1,000, $2,000, and $4,000 for these tokens individually, you're going to be able to come into the studio with me, with DC Millions, with whoever other people I want to bring along, my axis of network. And we're going to go in the studio and make music. We're going to make songs, audio. It doesn't even have to be music. If you want to record your audiobook, we're going into the studio. Let's go record it. If you want to make some music, bring your lyrics. Let's go. I'm excited. I'm so excited. And that applies to all these other tokens. That's just the DC Millions. That's just Dream Chasing Millions. There's other ones. Like my favorite one, honestly. This one is probably going to be worth a lot of fucking money. I eventually, not soon, on my plan, it's going to be like 2030, I plan on getting into the space industry. Whether that's building my own rockets or investing in rockets or partnering with Elon Musk and getting onto SpaceX or Jeff Bezos, whoever it is. I don't know, people could bid for my attention. But I have one called Teamwork to the Moon, which in the book all talks about teamwork and building people around you who can help you out. Because if you want to build anything meaningful, whether anything in your entire life, it doesn't matter, you need people around you. You need friends, you need family, you need acquaintances, you need co-workers, you need lawyers, you need accountants, you need everybody. You need these people in your life. You need the teamwork to go to the moon. Literally and figuratively, you need them to go to the moon. You're not going to build a rocket ship by yourself. So, this one is my favorite. If you're listening to this right now and you have the money, the utility for the Diamond Teamwork to the Moon token is a seat on a spaceship to the moon. We're literally going to the moon with this project. Just that one token for now, at least. Keep in mind, like I said, in about 10 years, I'm going to start getting into that industry if everything works out as I plan. So maybe I could say, because Elon Musk, he's building these spaceships that could bring hundreds of people on it at a time. So why can't I just be like, everybody who owns the JonProsper tokens are going to the moon? And of course, if you hold the diamond one, I'm going to give you a lot more utility out of that. But that's the whole thing. It's all about the utility. I don't need the money. Getting back to all of this stuff about me being good with money, I do not need the money. I make minimum wage at my job, and I don't care about that because I don't even work for the money. I wear my headphones. I listen to podcasts. That's where I learn everything. At my job, hundreds of hours per month I spend learning. So I need the most minimal amount of money to live exactly how I do in my life. Because I track my income, I track my expenses. I know exactly how much money I need to live the exact same life. Everything that I make through this project, all the money that I make is going to be donated. I do a lot of research on charities. I love charities. I think they're great. I might even start my own charity. I actually had a huge idea for an NFT charity, but I'm not going to get into that. But donate to charities. And the rest of it, maybe I'll take a little bit for myself because I put in about 300 hours already in the past year on this project. So I need to pay myself for the time, Jonathan Lacey, the actual human being. I need to pay him. And then the rest of it's all going back to this company. It's all going back to helping you guys out. You guys and gals. I don't even care about the money. I'm giving everything back to you through the utility. I'm literally losing money on these books. If you think about it, if you do the math, anybody who buys less than the purple rarity, that's the third rarity, if you buy anything less than the purple, I'm losing money on that. Literally, just based on the utility, I am losing money on the first two tiers. Hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars down the drain. I don't care about that because I don't need the money. Like I said, I don't need the money. I'm great with money, which is why it also relates to why I need to teach you guys this, because people need to understand the way that money works and the financial system works, and banks and hedge funds and taxes and all of this stuff. People need to learn this. If you don't learn financial literacy, you're going to get left. You're going to be stuck behind. And I need to teach people this, whether it's the people in Patterson or the people in California or the people in Africa, because they're going to need to learn this stuff for themselves too if they're going to start getting into the whole internet and technology and the whole ecosystem we have built around that. They're going to start getting access to computers and Wi-Fi very, very soon. In the next couple of months, the next couple of years, there's going to be 7.5 billion people with access to a phone, with access to Wi-Fi. And if they don't learn how to keep a mentality in check, if they don't learn how to be financially literate, if they don't learn to invest their money for future generations, they're just going to go back down the drain and they're going to go back into poverty. They won't be able to advance in the world. Be quiet, Rocky. So yeah, I'm probably going to wrap this up now. As you can see, Rocky's getting a little barky. He's a little tired. We're outside. Beautiful day out here. I'm super excited. I am watching this dude's house for the next week, which means I plan on making a lot more content for you guys. No one's home. It's just me and Rocky. So I'm going to just tell everything I know to Rocky and film it for you guys and film the audio and record the audio and make posts on Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat and all that stuff. So stay tuned. I got a lot of stuff planning, and the more content I make on this stuff, the more people can learn about it and the more everybody wins in the end. So that's me. I'm Jon Lacey. Be quiet, Rocky. And that's Rocky, if you can hear him in the background. But I'll see you. Go check out JonProsper. Links in the bio. And yeah, I'll see you. Have a good one. And make sure you drink water, people. If you're listening to this, take a sip of water right now. Drink half your cup of water. Go fill it up and drink half of it. Chug it. And make sure you get ample sleep. All right, guys. I'll see you. Thank you all so much for watching my video. It really means so much to me. You have no idea. I'm going to start dedicating a lot more time to this YouTube channel here. So make sure you subscribe. Now is the time. If you want to check out a lot more of my other really good content, check out my LinkedIn and Twitter and Instagram and TikTok at I'm Jon Lacey. But I'm really buckling down on this YouTube channel. So now is the time to subscribe. Thank you all so much. I hope you're staying happy and have a great day.